Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Welcome to another stream of the JayBari Show, episode number 24. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This might be a very decisive JayBari Show. But I like to put these talking points out here, man. Within the community. You know what I mean? So a year later, 2 years later, you know what I mean? People gonna be like, I always said, you know what I mean? Or they're gonna tell me 2 years later, why didn't you bring this up? Why didn't you bring this up? But this has been something I've been thinking about for a very long time. Like very, very long time. Like if you don't understand long time, I need you to we going back to 2022 long time. PlayStation very flawed multiplat. We talking about a lot of stuff with PlayStation. Is PlayStation going down a path I can't follow? I put that one on private because that's Star Wars and I ain't really want to get no copyrights and all that. Proof is in the pudding. Remember, PlayStation's going multi-platform. These streams right here, I mean, these videos, a lot of people was disagreeing. And look, introducing PlayStation Stars loyalty program. We gonna talk about it, man. We gonna speak from the heart. We gonna speak from the heart today because at the end of the day, I love the PlayStation brand. You know what I mean? Since 1996, when I first got my PlayStation. Yeah, I know it didn't come out. It came out in 95, but I got it in 96. I had to wait a year. You know what I mean? I've been gaming on PlayStation ever since. Play a lot on PlayStation. Play a lot of games on PlayStation. Yeah, we gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, man. But just want to catch up with everybody in here, man. What's up with everybody? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful, summer, wonderful Thursday, afternoon. We're going into the evening time over here on the East Coast. You know what I mean? But what's good with y'all? Mary Wilcox, what up? Karen's raisin potato salad. What? Oh. Raisin potato salad. Hey, yo, Ice Queen Gaming, the Queen of Ice. What's good, Ice Queen? Mass Produce, what's up? Jay Thomas, what up? Tri Celsius, what's up? What's good, Tri, man? Yo, Matt the Stampede, what's good, man? I ain't hear from Tri Celsius in a long time, man. I haven't been in no Twitter space. I haven't been on Twitter. So, you know what I mean? I ain't hear from a lot of y'all in a minute. Yo, Mutt Wagwan. Yo, the end of the title made me laugh, yo. What I titled this joint as? There's much hate. Oh, I was about to say there's so much. Oops. Yo, shout out to Mutt for catching that.
I first got me a PlayStation in 97.
Yo, Cobb Sanity, man, appreciate the $2 donation. He said I first got me a PlayStation 97. Hey, listen, that's how it be, man. Not everybody get these consoles the first year. Ever since after that, like PlayStation 2. Matter of fact, PlayStation 3, I didn't get day one either. I was in college. You know what I mean? Brother was struggling. But when I got that scholarship money, oh yeah, we loaded up. PlayStation 4 day one and PlayStation 5 day one. So yeah, PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 3, I didn't get day one. Obviously, PlayStation 1, I was in 6th grade. You know what I mean? I'm not out here buying PlayStations at 6th grade. And then PlayStation 3, I was in college. Fun fact, I had an Xbox. Yeah, I fixed it. My bad. So much hate. In PlayStation 3, I was in college. I had a 360 before I had a PlayStation because I kind of got hustled where the 360 was available and I bought the cheaper version. It was a core bundle, I think it was called. It ain't have nothing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't even had no Ethernet adapter. No, I mean internet adapter thing. You got to buy that separately. The whole Blu-ray thing. It was just a basic 360 from what I remembered. But that became like the community because I was on a basketball team in college. So a lot of like my teammates, they were into like the sports games. I mean, I was into sports games back then too. But the 360 really got me like burnt out of sports games. You know what I mean? Um, and yeah, that that console became like the community joint. You know how when you have a console back then, people come to your dorm room. They're like, "Yo, we gotta play. Let me play." Everybody playing tournaments and shit like that. Um, and you know, obviously, Red Ring of Death happened with it as well. And then I got a PlayStation 3. Because like I said, I was on the basketball team, and it takes time for that scholarship money to kick in. So once that scholarship money came in, I ended up getting a refund. I got a lot of money refund. You know, I mean, the majority of school was like, paid off, and I got a lot of money, man. I went to that mall that day, bought me a PlayStation 3, bought me like 6 games: Uncharted, Heavenly Sword, NBA 2K. It came with MotorStorm. What else I got? There was other games I got, man. I know I got a bunch of games. I got like 3 controllers for anybody that wanted to play. I got me an iPod Touch. This story, I told this story a long time ago, so I ain't gonna repeat myself when it comes to that. But did you see the Avatar from Sucker Punch Twitter account? Nah, I didn't see no Avatar. I'm not on Twitter. I didn't see the Avatar. But yo, fun fact, yo, today is the actual anniversary for Ghost of Tsushima. Today's the anniversary, July 17th. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima came out in 2020. Yo, 2020 by far the best gaming year. If we was to do like a competition, like like a debate, like what is like the best gaming year? 2020 has to be in there, bro. It has to be, yo. All the games that came out in 2020, and then the lead up to the PlayStation 5 games coming out in 2020. I'm not even just talking PlayStation 5, just games alone. I'm talking about overall. 2020 was a bang of a year. 2017 as well, bang of a year. I'm like, as far as consistency of the games coming out, every year is good in everybody's. I'm getting a ghost popcorn bucket. A what? Yo, Game Over Cholo, what's up, man? Post the link, man. Yeah, 2020. Yeah, 2001. 1998. Yeah, 1997 for me personally. Yeah, there's some debates, man. If we was to like have like a college bracket, madness as far as like what's the best game in the year. You know what I mean? Obviously nostalgia gonna, win over a lot of people, but yo, really and truly 2020. 2020. Yo, post the link. Let me see the link. Post the link. I still think I have the What's Up PlayStation account on here. Let me okay. Okay, I'm in the What's Up PlayStation account. Let me see. Sucker Punch. Oh, yo. Look at this joint, bruh. Yo, who ain't? Yeah, I ain't. Y'all, I've been looking for a Switch. I've been looking for a Switch. I'm most likely I'll probably get one next week. I mean, I'm hearing things about there's gonna be a restock coming in very soon for it. I could get one right now, but I'll have to pay over like $100 to get one right now. I don't want to do that. But here it is. Ghost of Tsushima popcorn bucket. Hey yo, that's crazy. Where's the wait, so what is this for? A movie isn't complete without popcorn. Oh, this is gonna be at the Alamo. Okay. Yeah, but There's nothing really to align it with, like, you know what I mean? Like, say the anime is gonna be out. Oh, this is what they doing. This August, we're thrilled to invite movie lovers and modern day Ronin alike to step in the cinematic world of horror, vengeance, and swordplay. Samurai, the way with the way of the samurai curated film series inspired. Oh, this is why they're doing by Ghost of Yote. Oh, I get it now. So they're gonna be playing all these classic. Oh, Lady Snowblood, 13 Assassin, obviously. Oh, Wolf. Yo, this is old school right here. Lone Wolf and Cub. Yo, so yeah, this is why they have the popcorn. Oh, that's cool, bruh. That's cool as hell. Okay, PlayStation, I see you on that one. I see you on that one. Okay. Okay. Get you geared up for Yote. Yo, Oolong, what's good, bro? What's good with y'all, man? What's up, everybody, man? Where's the oh, here we go. Let me see these. Yeah. Amazing. These user codes. Hold on, let me take a picture of the code so I don't forget it. All right. All right, we pictured up. All right, so I got the code. This is fire. I don't even know which one I would. I'll probably just choose this one right here. You already know the vibes. Edge Lord with the mask or the sword. You already know the vibe. I like the fact that the little leaves is dropping down, add a little color to it. The horse with Sora is dope too. This one is cool, but I feel like they should have added a little color behind this one. You know what I mean? But the fact that they have the fallen leaves on here with this one and this one, I will go with either or, but most likely this one right here. Which one y'all picked up, or which one y'all wait, so you get all three of them? You get all three of them. Oh, cool. Okay. So which one do y'all actually use for y'all profile if you're going to be using it as your avatar? But this is cool. This is cool. What else they doing here? Oh, Jin, what's it called? Funko Pop? Oh no, YouTubes? What are the YouTubes? This look kind of yo, there's a lot of Jin. All right, let me get off of Twitter. Let me get off of Twitter. You know what I mean? I'll probably leave it up for the stream because I got some things I want to talk about, but let me close this thing out. But yo, what is good, everybody, man? What is up, man? Welcome back. JayBari Show, episode 24. You know what I mean? It's been a while. You know, since we spoke about the Helldivers thing, but it's been a while since, you know, had a show like this. That was a more, you know, focused topic when it pertains to Helldivers 2. But a lot of that stuff is gonna apply here to the talking points that I'm gonna be talking about here in this show. So in this show, I know people are gonna get triggered, but listen and hear me out. Let me paint the picture. I'm gonna be talking about the value within the PlayStation console. Okay, and the only reason why I'm highlighting a lot of this stuff, because yeah, this is some stuff I've been thinking about for a long time, and I want to put it out there. You know, if you've been listening, you kind of know probably where I'm going to be, you know, going, because this is nothing new. If you've been on this channel for a long time, this is nothing new. But here, hopefully, we can paint that full picture, Barry Ross mode. You know what I mean, and showcase what's going on, because I feel like if you like a platform, enjoy a platform, you know, like the console experience, you're always going to strive to get the best out of these companies. You know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of PlayStation gamers, they're very complacent with what they're getting from PlayStation. The fact that now you're putting other platforms into the talking point when it comes to the brand of PlayStation, you got to up that pot when it comes to your core audience. So that's my angle when it comes to the whole value proposition within the console gaming. But also, the other day, I put out a post, just asking people like, yo, what's the latest on the gaming? What's going on in gaming? And yo, a lot of y'all was saying there's a lot of hate going on in gaming, man. You know what I mean? A lot of negativity going on in gaming, right? So we're going to be talking about some of the comments that you guys have said here. You know what I mean? And see where we're going. Shout out to my man Ramon. Shout out to Broken Lobo. Shout out to everybody, man. Ready or Not on PlayStation 5. Ready or Not is fire on PlayStation. Oh, Ready or Not came out, yeah. Ready or Not. Invincible. Oh yeah, that new trailer was heat. Yo, I was going through some old clips of mine that I have saved, because I was just going through stuff like, all right, what can I delete? You know what I mean? Freeing up some memory and whatnot. And yo, I found some 2XKO videos. I don't think I ever posted these for 2XKO, because I was just like, all right, my experience with 2XKO, the first beta wasn't the greatest, because that was the time I was getting a new monitor, and I got the new monitor that I wanted, the LG monitor that I'm using right now, but it wasn't fully calibrated. So when I was playing the game and when I was streaming, if you guys was watching the stream, I was always complaining because the screen would shrink. It didn't show on OBS because the output for OBS is 1080p, but this is a 4K monitor, and it was shrinking. So the screen was shrinking. But I was like, why is the screen shrinking? You know what I mean? Because I was getting like really good frames. I was getting like plus 200 and something frames on 2XKO. But the way how the monitor came default, it was picking up those frames, but it was switching to the frame rate mode. There's like a high frame rate mode that changes the refresh rate to 480 hertz. But when you go into that mode, it's buttery smooth, but it turns it into 1080p. So that's why the screen was shrinking down. And I was like, what the hell is going on? I'm in matches. I'm like, yo, this joint is shrinking. You know what I mean? So I was kind of iffy in playing 2XKO, because I was like, I don't know how this, you know what I mean? I was already pissed off, because if you know from last year when I was trying to get monitors, I got broken monitors. I got monitor that was stolen from me. You know what I mean? When my original Asus Tough monitor broke. So I went through like monitor hell. So when I was going through that here with 2XKO, I was already tight, but I was keeping it calm and cool because I didn't want to blow up, because I'm like, all right, maybe it's something I'm not fixing. I was, when you finally get something, you start watching like video and all that stuff. It's like, oh, is this what I'm messing up on? And then I had to change some of the settings. But this is like my thought pattern when it came to this game. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Little basic shit. But I think this stuff is like nerfed now, to be honest with you, in 2XKO. Here's a little combo I use, I think, with level 1. Yeah, this is level 1. When it comes to these games, like these tag games, I like to lab, yo. A lot of this stuff, like that last setup that I did right there was pretty late, but I like to lab these stuff out. And this is just me like, all right, let me just play around with this game. You know what I mean? I was watching a few videos. I was like, that looked cool. Let me implement that. So here's another one. I messed up. And the combos in this game is not like super difficult, in my opinion. It's just getting used to the buttons. That's just a little layer. Let me see this. Oh yeah, this is me learning this combo right here. I think I saw, was it Sajam or one of the people was doing this combo in the corner. So I was like, oh, let me try this. and then you get a hard knockdown, you can do your little mix from there. But then I started doing. Let me see, what is this? Oh yeah, I was learning some of this stuff. So I was decided, let me try it with assist. This is like me off of like a set play situation, same combo. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, look at all these clips that I had here, yo. I really wanted to like, I streamed this game, I think like twice. And I was just learning it. I was like, all right, let me just see what this game got. But I stopped streaming it because, like I said, my monitor, it wasn't, I didn't have it set up properly. I messed up there. Here's the level 2, that first combo. Oh, and this is the same B&B, but it's level 2. I think I could have got more from this. I remember saving this. I was like, I probably could get more. I think I could have got more from that. And here's the one with the assists. This is the one I think I saw Sonic Fox was doing. I was like, yeah, I got to learn this. But from what I'm hearing, I think a lot of this stuff is like gone from the game now. From what I'm hearing, so I don't even know. I didn't get to play the second beta. You know what I mean? But hopefully, when they do release another beta, you know what I mean, we get the console version, and see where we go from there. You know what I mean? But you know, shout out to Chuck. He said Invincible Versus. That game been looking pretty cool, as well. You know what I mean? Yo, Chuck, what up, bro? Yo, I forgot I had all those little clips in there. You know what I mean? Yo, Chuck. 2S. Yo, once I get my hands on that game and get that button, the button layout in that game for me is a little bit weird, yo. Like, yo, you know what's funny about these fighting games? Like, developers, they want to implement like the easy input or the directional input a lot. But yo, it be making games a little bit harder sometimes, bro. It be making games harder. Like, yeah, you can do the special, right? It's easy to do the special, but how are you implementing that? When it implements it in like a combo, yo, it be getting a little tough, bro. It be getting a little tough. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. You know what I mean? I remember DNF Duel. They promote that game like, yeah, this game is gonna be easy for people to get into. But yo, at first, when you picked up DNF Duel, like it wasn't easy for me. Like, yeah, you had the directional inputs, but yeah, like how to do some of that stuff. Like there's certain like, I don't know how to say it, bro, to make sense. Like there's certain combos that it just feels more natural. I guess I can say that feel more natural doing it like a motion input. Because I don't mind the easy input, especially like when it comes to DP. You can give me that all day, easy input with the DP. But there's certain times, like even in that game, DNF Duel, like I would do easy input, but like if I had a corner combo, I'm not doing the easy. I had to do the motion because sometimes I will try to do the easy input, but I get a different move. You know what I mean? But it go vice versa too with the motion. Like I remember trying to do the 1-inch punch, I think it was, with Striker, but when I try to do that with the motion, I was getting DP. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I didn't want to do that. You know what I mean? But yo, it be adding an extra layer because now you have another button input. Now you have another button that you got to worry about, a easy input button. Hunter x Hunter. You know what I mean? I was playing the demo to that, and that game, it has like a button. You can just hold it, and you hold the button and you just press whatever, and it does like an auto combo. But that's another additional button that you have to, you got to think about. So, you know what I'm saying? When I think about like, you want to make this game easy for people, but, you know what I mean? It's more buttons. I don't know. I see a lot of people talking about that stuff, but like when I respect everybody's opinion when it comes to that. I'm just like, to me, like I welcome it, but also it could be like, it can be a little damning, you know what I mean? Because there's a lot of another layer you got to worry about. And then when you get in matching, you know what I mean? One little mistake with an easy input, you're doing a wrong special. You know what I mean? Yo, Wavy, what's good, man? He said, Bar, why do these fighting game devs keep catering to people who won't play the game? Rip Hunter X Hunter. Yo, Hunter X Hunter, that game looks degenerate, bro. Like, that game looks like it got some nasty shit in it. Obviously, the developer that's creating it. But yeah, I don't think Hunter X Hunter for people like, you know, easy. Matter of fact, you know what? You're right about that because they got the easy input so people can you know, yo, Rob Game TV, what's good, man? Yo, what's good, man? I ain't seen you in a minute, bro. You know what I mean? You got the easy inputs and whatnot. But yeah, even that game right there, the button layout or the layout for that game, the default is kind of weird too. You know, it took a while to get used to with that game, but it is what it is. But yeah, man, we're just gonna focus on two topics today, man. Like I said, we're gonna talk about the hate in this gaming community. There's a lot of hate that's going on. Like I said, I put out this comment right here, and y'all came through and y'all typed up. Y'all let me know what was going on in the world of gaming. You know what I mean? Y'all even attacked Nintendo. But my whole thing is like, yo, I understand criticism within gaming, and I welcome criticism within gaming. But there's a difference between criticism and just hating, bruh. And just hating. Like watching Ghost of Yote, right? After the Ghost of Yote state of play, like I said, I always like to, you know, watch people's reactions, you know, channels that I don't even know. You know what I mean? I'll just type in, you know, Ghost of Yote state of play and then see the reactions. And the videos that was popping up for me was like more the same. I was like, oh my God, here we go. We got the David Jaffe line, DLC going on. And I'm just like, yo, what is wrong with people, bro? Like, it's only PlayStation games that I'm seeing too, where you can have a sequel for a game and motherfuckers be like, it's more the same. If this should have been DLC. And I'm just like, yo, play the goddamn game, man. You know how many additions? Yo, I think they did it with Horizon too. I remember Horizon, there was like, oh, look, it's the same rappel down animation. When she's rappelling down like a tall neck or a cliff. It was like, it's the same animation. I'm like, like, all right. There's a whole bunch of different animations and a whole bunch of different system mechanics that they added in there. But you're dumbfounded on she was repelling the same way like she did in part one. That's what we doing. Spider-Man, I didn't really hear too much of, oh, this would be DLC with part two. Matter of fact, they probably did say that too. It's all these PlayStation games, man. It's the same comment, man. People be on that. What you said, Marlon? You talking about Marlon Gaming? Ain't Marlon Gaming like a positive ain't he like a positive dude? You know what I mean? Yeah, Hunter X Hunter definitely deserves more. When it comes to a lot of these anime fighting games, they deserve more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what they was thinking with Hunter X Hunter. Okay, yo, Damien, what's good, bro? What's up, man? Yo, Jarsky, what's up, man? Or Garsky 73, what's up, man? Say, I love what you do. Keep it up, man. I appreciate that, man. Hopefully, we can try to be a little bit more consistent. You know, like I said, I've been enjoying the summer, man. I'm not even gonna hold you. I've been enjoying the summer. Yo, the other day, I went out for like a little jog. I sat down. The breeze was nice. I sat down Indian style, bruh. And I just closed my eyes, man. When you close your eyes. Now I'm saying to start meditating, it's chilling. You know what I mean? I was vibing too. But then I learned I gotta buy me some bug spray because there was a lot of no little bugs. I was like, oh damn. They smell the blood. They was like, oh shit. That's that Bari blood. I was like, all right. You know, now I got my bug spray. Now we good. Now we can just go outside and it's like, I'm about to like teleport and float up in the air. Feel me? But yeah, man, that birthday coming up, any bar. Yeah, my birthday is the end of the month. End of the month, my birthday is. You know what I mean? We're gonna be old. But yo, it's been there's a difference between criticizing a game, because I'm all for people having criticism, especially if like you can, lay out your criticism properly. You can articulate it properly. You know, you can talk about, I don't like this thing because it would hinder me from doing this, or this system mechanic was better in this, and you know what I mean? Shit within the confines of the game. But also when it comes to this whole hate culture in gaming, you know, like what's up with I thought I was gonna sneeze by then. What's up with everybody so fascinated with what these people do in their personal lives? You know what I mean? I get it to a certain point where if you're totally against a certain thing, what I mean, you wouldn't naturally support what that person's doing, regardless. Like there's movies that people probably hate a certain actor, and if they in that movie, they're not gonna watch it. So I totally understand that. But it's just like every goddamn thing. A female character has to look a certain way now in these video games. I see it, all on the YouTube. It's popping up too. This character looking ugly. I can fix her mentality. And I'm just like, yo, one thing I was watching when it comes to the Ghost of Yote thing, right? Was people looking for that realism within the game. You know what I mean? Where people was commenting on, oh, she's just switching weapons out the thing air. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, it's a video game. Yeah, there's a certain aspects of realism within it that they try to go for. She can't do no super jumps. You know what I mean? She can't be double jumping. You know what I mean? She can't be doing, the flying salsa in the air. You know what I mean? She can't be doing all that. But it's still a video game. But when it comes to that, it's a video game aspect, right? Everybody want these characters, especially these female characters, when it pertains to especially a PlayStation game. They want them to look a certain way. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, yo, what you got the video game, but you got the realism. Which character in this period and time that's on a revenge path is going to be having lipstick on and makeup on? You know what I mean? With a busty D size cup and a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what they want. Like, yo, I'm not saying that there's, I don't like that stuff either. I was a big fan of Stellar Blade. You know what I mean? Stellar Blade, I thought Eve was a fantastic character and she looked great. You know what I mean? But that is definitely more of a video game than, having that like a realistic approach to a video game, like how Yote is. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Let me know if that make any sense with y'all. If I lost y'all. You know what I mean? But it's just weird. It's I'm not gonna say it's weird, because I do understand people. Everybody has different wants and needs, but there are way too much video games that's out here where you're so fixated on this one video game that has to have the same aspects as well. You know what I mean? And then people will go in a Twitter space, they will go into a podcast, and they talk about, where's the variety in video games? You know what I mean? But you want everything to be the same when it comes to, certain characters or the gender of a character. You know what I mean? I don't know these people's personal lives. I personally don't really give a fuck. You know what I mean? As far as what they're doing. You know what I mean? I try to stay away from that whole what these people are doing in their personal lives thing. But just because you're using the likeness of a voice actor or actor or whatnot, and the game look cool, I'm more interested in like, oh, this game look cool this character model look cool, I understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Then, oh, this character, this voice actor is a part of this group. Like, I don't give a fuck about that bullshit. Does the game look good? You know what I mean? You can have a voice actor that does everything you like, but that game is ass. What you gonna do? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, I'm still gonna get it. I'm gonna play it and talk about it. The game is ass. You know, I feel like there's so much hate in this gaming community where it's just focused on the wrong things. Like, I'm not saying that you can't have a conversation about it, but it shouldn't be the primary focus of why you buy a video game. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that is not there shouldn't be discussions being had or you stating what you like, but it's funny to me that a lot of people will state these things, what they like and how these characters should be looking. But when those games do come around, it's crickets. They're not buying it. They're not playing it. You know what I mean? It's always an issue. Look at a game like Stellar Blade. Look at a game like Stellar Blade. You would think with all these horny motherfuckers out here, a game like that would be like 20 million sold. Huh? You would think with all these horny motherfuckers that like to beat off their meat to these characters, they would be buying that game just cause. Let me go up a ladder and to pan the camera around. You know what I'm saying? You would think that game would be like 20 million sold. Even on PC now, you would think that game would be 20 million sold. But it's not. But the love and adoration towards, you know, good looking females and women in video games is so high on all these platforms. Motherfuckers just horny. Motherfuckers is horny. You can tell people that be watching porn all day, bro. You know what I mean? They horny when it comes to these characters, bro. They be fantasizing about these characters. Like, you don't get it twisted. I like a good looking, you know, video game character. You know what I mean? I got a few video game gaming wives. Don't get it twisted. But I ain't fantasizing about these people or these characters. I said people. They not people. You know what I'm saying? These people out here fantasizing. You know what I mean? When I look at Ghost of Yote, I'm not fantasizing about Atsu. I'm thinking about, yo, what's her revenge path? Why she's going down this road, and yo, what's the abilities and moves that I could do so I can fuck somebody up? That's what I'm thinking about. In Stellar Blade, something different. You know what I mean? The character is presented as something that you could dress the character up, but she could also fuck people up. Near Automata as well. You know what I mean? Everybody has their lane. Not every game have to be near Automata, Stellar Blade. If you will look around this internet, you would think that these games are selling 20, 30 million, 40 million. You know what I mean? So you haven't fantasized. No, your real talk, I promise you on everything. I haven't fantasized about no sexual fantasies about no Tifa. Do I love Tifa? Hell yeah, I think Tifa is gorgeous. Best looking video game character ever made. That is my gaming wife, but I'm not over here. I'm not doing that shit. I am not doing that shit. I don't even have a Tifa poster. You know what I mean? I got me a PlayArts Kai, you know, action figure. You know what I mean? I got me like a statue, but I ain't got no poster. I ain't got no Tifa pillow. You know what I mean? These motherfuckers, they got Tifa pillow and doing crazy shit to that pillow and not even washing it. You know what I mean? These are the people that y'all talking to. These motherfuckers got dirty pillowcases and dirty sheets. Huh? These motherfuckers got no shape up. That's looking rough. fingernails dirty, talking about how a video game character should be looking. These motherfuckers stink. Smell like pure hot ass. Talking about what a female character a video game should be looking like. It's weird. You don't doll yourself up. But a video game character got to look a certain way. Sit your ass down, please. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers hide on the internet, hide their profile pictures, hide how they look, but want to talk about people's looks. A matter of fact, not even people, a fictional character looks. Sit your ass down, please. Stay in your room. You know what I'm saying? Pillows got holes in it and shit. You take that pillowcase off, that shit is brown. Brown ass pillow. You can get a pillow on Amazon for $20, $30, $50. They don't want to do that. Nasty motherfuckers. But have the audacity to even put up videos talking about this character need to look this way. This character ugly. This is DLC. Sit your ass down. You know what I mean? It's more to say. Yo, Ghost of Tsushima was an amazing game. That's one of my favorite games on PlayStation. If it's more the same with that, I'm not upset. You know what I'm saying? The audacity. Obviously, it's not more the same. You know, you had a state of play further elaborating what is going on with the character. They're not going to tell you everything, then customize your open world experience. And then motherfuckers will spark up a live stream or make a video, say it's more the same as DLC. The fuck is going on? Like who are you talking to? Who are you trying to fool? At this moment of time, you got to look at it like, yo, these people are insulting your intelligence. You know what I mean? If you can sit down and watch a whole 19-minute, 20-minute state of play, yo, Baltimore's what's good, man? Mondo, what's good? Dark Zone, what's good? Yo, AK Doom Sensible, what's up, man? Yo, Everlessly King, what's good? If you can watch, it's me, baby, what's good? Franco Tech, what's good? If you can watch a 20-minute state of play and they detail the game to you, and then you watch another content creator say it's more the same, and you're just like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, PlayStation. Like, you don't find that insulting? You know what I mean? You don't look at the screen like, the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. It's like, yo, like at the end of the day, like what's the point of even reacting or watching the state of play? If you're just gonna say like you have your premeditated thoughts about the game, like what's the point? What's the point of watching the state of play? It's predictable now. It's like, all right, we know what you're gonna say. You know what I mean? The hate in this joint is just crazy, man. It's just crazy. Yo, shout out to my man, Henry Heck. He says, shit, port begging. Spider-Man should have been DLC. Ghost of Yote, main character is ugly. You know, the same ish, different toilet. You know what I mean? I'm assuming, like I said here, I'm assuming people's asking for Spider-Man. I don't get the whole DLC with Spider-Man, but people asking for Spider-Man because, you know, PlayStation opened that door up. You know, one game go over there like a Helldivers, you open up the door. Hold up, what? Yo, Damian Lillard is going back to the Trailblazers. $42 million deal. 3-year contract. Oh man. Yo, that mean I know the Bucks is trying to keep Giannis to stay, but that don't mean Giannis. I don't think Giannis gonna stay. Wow, that's major right there, bruh. That's major right there, bruh. Oh, he not gonna get picked up by anybody else? Yeah, but I mean, look, didn't he have the Achilles injury as well? Achilles injury is dangerous because that means you're gonna be probably gone for like majority of the year of the season. You know what I mean? So a lot of these people that got like Achilles, injuries, and especially at the age that he's at, people, these teams, they looking at it kind of crazy because the competition within these conferences is increasing higher and higher. Just look what the Rockets did. The Lakers is going to be good. Mavericks, they're going to be good, but Kyrie's not going to be there for like half of the season. So that's another dude that you got to look out for as well. I don't know if he signed a contract I didn't see, but there's a lot of things that you got to look out for when it comes to that. I don't know. I heard Giannis. The reason why KD the Rockets got KD because I think Giannis was agreeing to stay to Milwaukee, so they wasn't going to get him, so they went to get KD. And I think they said something about Damian Lillard, like he was going to do something with a contract. I forgot who they picked up with. Was it somebody from Indiana? I think they picked up somebody from Indiana. The Bucks, and that was like, oh, this is a double big man kind of ordeal. Will Giannis kind of Miles Turner? There you go, Miles Turner. Where you gonna stay? Yeah, bro. See, Halliburton, the same thing. But Halliburton, he's young enough. The franchise love him. Dame, when it comes to the Bucks, you know what I mean? Like, Dame is Dame, but it's not like they was winning playoffs. I'm thinking about playoffs. I'm not thinking about regular season. Even last regular season, they wasn't that good like that. You know what I mean? He wasn't doing anything spectacular at the age that he's at. A big injury like that, you know what I mean? People look at that. The fact that the Trailblazers, they on like a resurgence anyway, so it's like, all right, we'll pick up that contract or we'll buy out that contract. You got a $42 million 3-year deal. You know what I mean? For somebody that for like Dame, you want to snatch that up. Yeah, Giannis might go somewhere. We'll see. We'll see, man. We'll see. The West Coast. Listen, a lot of people going over there though. We'll see. But anyways, though, man, that just popped up on my phone. I was like, what? That's crazy. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man JFK TB. Xbox is dead. PlayStation is dead. Nintendo's dead. Yo, people on the internet say Nintendo is dead. You know what I mean? I see the Xbox and PlayStation dead conversations before I deactivated. But Nintendo? I see the reviews for Donkey Kong as well. Pretty good. Xbox laid off 9,000 plus. Well, this is Microsoft, not Xbox. PlayStation went third party. Hey, listen, I try to tell y'all. The Switch 2 is a disaster upgrade. Typical negativity. Oh, people getting on the Switch. Listen, man, these people, the people that do the hate content, listen, they will search far and wide like they catch them. You know what I mean? So they can get that content, bro. If they gotta go and guess Nintendo, which I don't know what they say with Nintendo. Hey, they're gonna do it. You know what I mean? Yo, Gifted Gamer, what's up, man? Low key Poppy, Wagwan. Oh, Giannis, yeah, I did see that. Like Giannis did like New York. I did see that because he was chilling out in New York for sure. Yo, Astro Muns, what's up, man? Sony is taking over Bungie as we speak. Oh yeah. Xbox think PC. Xbot think PC is the new Xbox. Oh yeah, that handheld coming, right? Nintendo justifying pure trash performance. Oh, I'm guessing Digital Foundry joint. My man Bahamut Reigns, he said he picking up Guilty Gear again. I don't even think I had Guilty Gear downloaded. Oh, he's a chip main too. Donkey Kong banger, Death Stranding banger. Otherwise, quiet game on. Yeah, Death Stranding 2. I've been enjoying that, man. I was a Death Stranding 1 like hater. Not because of the gameplay. Like I gotta keep repeating myself, you know what I mean, for the PBS motherfuckers in the back. Not because of the gameplay, bruh. But Death Stranding, the story didn't captivate me like that. Even with part 2. Like part 2, I'm enjoying it gameplay wise more. But the story, I see where people really like this story and where it captured a lot of people. But for me, I'm just like, okay, I'm just playing through it, you know. But yeah, I got like 50 hours in that game. You know what I mean? I do have to continue more of the story. I got caught up doing a lot of you know, the delivery stuff for those facility stores or facility buildings to get like the 5 stars. So I was doing a lot of that stuff, but I think I'm just gonna continue the story, complete it, then worry about the other stuff. Cause I do want to go back to part 1 and complete that. I think I was like I said, I was like at chapter 8 or something like that. After or during the snow area, I was in part 1. I got like 40 something hours in part 1. I was just like, yeah, I mean, I get the game, it's cool. I like the mechanics. I like how dynamic it is, but it wasn't just like capturing me like that. You said Death Stranding 2 is a game of the year. I can see why people really enjoyed that game. For me, currently, it's Expedition 33 for me. I love the hell out of that game. Expedition 33 or First Berserker Kazan for me when it comes to my game of the year so far. Yo, Chuck said Invincible Versus. Yeah, they got the new trailer for Invincible Versus is fire. I forgot the fire dude name. But yo, big shout out to Upchuck Gaming and Dreology. They was doing a Sagat trailer reaction. So they got a trailer for Sagat up on their channel where they're reacting to it, and it was a cool video, man. So definitely gonna make sure you check out these guys, plus on Block, and check out. I'll post the reaction after this. You know what I mean? Wu Chang, I pre-order Wu Chang. Mafia, I'm good on Mafia. Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, I'm on that. Lost Soul Side. By the way, these games right here, they come out the same week. The same week. Borderlands 4, I gotta pre-order this. Silent Hill F, I'm good on that. Trails in the Sky. I have 4 of the Trails game, and I have Dawnbreak as well, or Daybreak. I just haven't played them yet. I played the first one. I'm almost done with the first one, but I forgot why I stopped playing. Alterier, I seen a trailer for the is it Ryza, the Ryza like remake or remaster that they're doing. Gears of War Reloaded, yeah, Gears of War Reloaded, Metal Gear, and Lost Soul Aside is in the same week. Ghost of Yote, Ninja Gaiden 4, Little Nightmares 3, Outer Worlds, all coming out this year. Yeah, this year is gonna be great. It's gonna be crazy, man. You know, we're gonna talk about that a little bit more, like in a different show or a different video when it pertains to 2025. But this is a good point as well, man. 2025 alone got a lot of great games. Small games, AA games, AAA games. The summer is loaded. You remember when people was talking about you know, summer is like dry season and gaming and all that? Bro, this year, 2025, is an amazing year so far. But we're so focused on hating on whatever game. You know what I mean? Like it's I listen, I'm all for people having Chain of Echoes DLC. I gotta get on that too. I'm all open for people having criticism when it comes to Ghost of Yotei. I might not even agree with your criticism. I can go back and forth like why I don't agree with you, but I will respect that more than just the blind hate that a lot of people have when it pertains to some of these games. You know what I mean? It's just like hate. I'm just like, damn. And then the funny thing about it is when these games do come to the platform of the people's choice, it's all of a sudden why nobody was talking about this game? You know what I mean? They be asking these dumbass customers like, yo, why nobody was talking about this game? Wow, this game is amazing. I wish people did content on it. And I'm like, huh? Yeah, I remember Stellar Blade. Remember when Stellar Blade came out? They was talking about that game was censored. They was talking about the game was censored, bruh. They was hating on Stellar Blade 2 when that game first came out, when it was just on PlayStation 5. They were hating on that motherfucker. I remember seeing the videos. I remember seeing the tweets. They were hating galore on Stellar Blade. As soon as that junk dropped on PC, what? Whoa! What? Wow, I'm having fun. They ain't even modded yet. It's like, what? Whoa! This game is pretty cool. Why didn't nobody talk about this? Why didn't anybody talk about it? They try to do the same thing with Sifu. Remember when Sifu first came out? They try to do the same thing with Sifu. Everybody was, when Sifu first came out, it was a phenomenon. Everybody was doing videos on Sifu, talking about it. It came to the Xbox. Whoa! This game is amazing. Sifu? Why nobody was talking about it? I be seeing these dudes. I'm like, what? What's the other game? From Kena Bridge of Spirits. Another game. What? That game? What? This game looks better than this game. That game ain't good. Look at the combat. It's not fun. That game is trash, man. Who would want to? Pony's not gonna play it. Pony's not gonna play it. They come to Xbox or wherever. What? Whoa! Wow! Was this game always this fun? Why didn't nobody make content about it? That's how it be, bro. Yo, Jamal Kim, what's good, man? Yo, big hardcore game, what's up, man? I'll be like, yo, yo, really and truly, I feel like people really be insulting people's intelligence, man. Like they really think people are like dumb. Like, no, we see what you're doing, man. Nothing that you're doing is genuine. Nothing that you're doing is authentic. We on it, it's programs, bro. We know what you're doing. But yeah, with a gear like this, all these games coming out, but the year ain't done. These games still there to come out. I think Wu Chang is next week. I'm gonna be on that. So I gotta beat Stellar Blade before Wu Chang. I mean, not Stellar Blade, Death Stranding 2 before Wu Chang. Whoa! Oh my, wow! Ready or not? Oh, we spoke about that. You're not missing much. Wu Chang around the corner. Eric Slum is a surprisingly dope game. What is this? Eric Slum? Dope game. Helldivers 2 Warbond. Oh, they got a new Warbond that came out, right? And Ghost of Yotei hype and hate. The Ghost of Yotei. Listen, like I said, I'm all for, people having their criticisms. That's all cool. I might not agree with it, but that's all cool and dandy. You know what I mean? Helldivers 2, I need to get back into Helldivers 2 as well. But we'll see. Maybe in the summertime. I want to definitely, there's some trophies I got to clean up so I can get this platinum for it. And I got to do like the hardest difficulty thing. You know what I mean? Because when Helldivers, I was playing Helldivers too, but not as much as like everybody else. Because I was on Grand Blue, and I was gearing up for Final Fantasy. You know what I mean? So Helldivers was right in that middle between those two. Where I did play it. I think we did stream it too, put out videos on it, but I didn't like play it like everybody else, like in my circle or whatnot. Aside from my efforts to ignore those who play negativity more than games, it's been awesome. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people play that negativity shit. Yo, it's easier to be negative than positive. You know what I mean? Or people are more reluctant, not reluctant, but they will gravitate to that negativity. It's addicting. You know what I mean? That's to hate on something or to join in on that. Then you positive. When people, one thing I always said about gaming, yo, Capono, what's up, man? And I've noticed this since I've been in this community, is that when you're positive about something, you're not looked at as credible. They're gonna look at you, oh, you don't know what you talk about. But when you're just negative or you're super negative about something, they're like, oh, you're credible. But a lot of people, they don't listen to the words. They just, oh, this person's being negative. Oh, this person got to be, credible. But listen to what the person is saying. What a person is saying, the substance behind the person and what they're saying, that's what makes them credible or not just the action of what they're doing. You know what I mean? It goes both ways when it comes to being positive too. You know what I mean? I can be like, yeah, I just love gaming. You know what I mean? I can just say that all day. I just love gaming. But if I'm not playing nothing or doing nothing or even adding on to, okay, why am I loving gaming? Is that credible what I'm saying? I just love gaming. You know what I mean? There's no substance there. There's no meat. There's no tomatoes. There's no lettuce. There's no patty. Okay? There's no mayo. There's no barbecue sauce. There's no salt and pepper. There's no, you know what I'm saying? You just got bread. Bread and water. Yote is a couple of months away. Death Stranding 2 is amazing. Apparently amazing. Grabbed it. Haven't gotten to it yet. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is around the corner. And part 4 is a couple of months away. And thanks to you and Eric, I got some of the Yeez games on my wish list. Oh yeah, Yeez, that's my shit. Yeez, yo, that's like my plan for the summer. Is to finally start Oath of Flagana. I want to start that. I got to finish up Dragon Quest as well. Like Dragon Quest, I'm like halfway through that, but I know I can finish that up. There's a lot of games I got to finish up. Death Stranding I got to finish up. Dragon Quest 3, and I really want to start Yee's Oath of Flagana because that's one of my favorite games, and I haven't started that up yet. Listen. Still in the plastic. I got the digital for it as well, but I love the hell out of this game. You know what I mean? Bread and water, man. That's what these dudes be. That's what these dudes be eating, man. They don't understand the enjoyment of having the additional flavors, spices, ingredients between bread. You know what I mean? When you add that substance there, the food, the conversation is more pleasurable. Yes, there's bad news as always, and Microsoft is tripping. But as far as game, I'm still drowning in fun. Yeah, like yeah. Before I deactivated, the whole layoff stuff was happening. Helldivers 2. Which, most people is not going to look at that as a negative, but I look at it from a PlayStation core audience. I can highlight some negatives. I can give some constructive criticisms, not hate, but some constructive criticisms. You know what I mean? But overall, I think it's going to be dope. That more people get to play the game. Romance and Saga is another one as well. I gotta start that up. I bought that last year. I did. Yo, this mad, bro. I have such a crazy list of like RPG games that I bought, and I haven't booted them up yet. You know what I mean? I'm over here playing Lies of P over again. I beat that game like 6 times, bro. You know what I mean? I'm over here doing a mission in Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. They ain't even add new content, but I'm just like, yo, this game is addictive, man. Games addicting, you know? But yeah. Too much hate within this gaming community. We got to knock it off. We got to stop it. Okay? I understand that it's very lucrative to be negative. The attention. One thing. All right, let me say this real quick. It's okay to be negative. It's okay to be that negative Nancy. But one thing I found out and learned within this community, that there's people that be just negative or have like negative thoughts about a game or the industry or whatnot, and they don't even give two flying fucks. They just putting it out there just because. You know what I mean? They just want to talk. That's the ones that be pissing me off. You know what I mean? You be going back and forth with somebody. It was like, damn, this person, this, that. Nah, man, this is why I feel about this way. Nah, the reason why I disagree with you, this and that. And then they get caught in a corner or whatnot. It was like, you know what? I didn't even care. You know, I'm just talking. I'm like, what? So you will go back and forth with this person for all these hours, all these days, and you didn't even care about the topic? That's why I pull back from a lot of shit, bro. A lot of stuff I've pulled back in this community as far as the conversations, the debates. If y'all don't know, man, when I first started YouTube, I was debating a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people. Debate one-on-one. I was giving debate school one-on-one. It was so easy for me. I just stopped. I was like, yo, Zaire, this person, I'm good, bro. Let this person debate, because at the end of the day, this motherfucker don't want to debate. You know what I mean? Let this person would debate for me. You know what I mean? That's how it was, bro. I was left or right, Facebook groups, YouTube channels, debating. But the things that I was debating, I was passionate about. You know what I mean? Even if it sounded crazy at the time, I could still, you know what I mean, change somebody's opinion of how I felt about that, because it was like, oh, this motherfucker passionate as fuck. Like, damn, this how this person really think? I didn't notice that. I didn't think about that. You know what I mean? That's the healthy side. And I know that sounds crazy to people, right? But that's the healthy side of like the console wars that nobody really talk about. It's like, yo, the console wars, it's toxic as hell, especially this day and age where I don't think people really even console warring. These motherfuckers just personal warring. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about, yo, this person say Xbox sucks, PlayStation sucks, this game sucks. These motherfuckers are going straight personal for somebody's job, they families, you know what I mean, posting a picture about them, you know what I mean, editing a picture about them, putting them in these weird positions. That's how console wars is now. You know what I mean? But when I think about console wars, I'm thinking about back and forth debates. You know what I mean? You put two games up on each other on a different platform. Which one is better? You know what I mean? You had a debate between, oh, I like Gears of War. Gears of War is better on Xbox than Killzone on PlayStation. You know what I mean? And regardless of which side you at, this person can 100% feel like they love Killzone way more than Gears of War, and the other person can feel the other way, and you come to and you're clashing your points, you know what I mean? Sometimes it can get a little hectic, you know what I mean? But yo, it's in the confines of the game. It's in the confines of, oh, why my platform looks better, or why my platform has more value than this platform. It ain't about the shit that I be seeing nowadays. You know what I mean? That's where I look at that's how I look at console wars. You know what I mean? Now when you look at console wars, like say the word console war, people thinking about the crazy shit, the toxic shit. You know what I mean? People thinking about, oh, you talking about this motherfucker's mama. You know what I mean? All right, Mario, catch you later. You know what I mean? Yo, True Bleed, what up, man? Yo, Jay Hart, what up? What's good, y'all? You know what I mean? That's when people think about console wars, because that's what it turned into now. It's just this hot mess. You know what I mean? It ain't about the back and forth about this game or the back and forth of why this service is better, this service, you know what I mean? You have some of that sprinkled in there, but motherfuckers be just so sensitive. As soon as you say, oh, I don't like Game Pass more than PlayStation Plus or vice versa, motherfuckers like, what? Well, I hope your mama dies. Like, too safe, man. People too safe around this internet, man. If we was console war, you said that in my face, bro, you got your jaw ciphered. Straight off. You know what I mean? And we'd have stole your wallet and sneakers. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's what I think about console wars. But that's my vision, you know, and that's why I be like, yo, I don't have an issue with console wars because I try my best to keep it in that confines of the keeping it gaming. A lot of people go personal, and if you go personal, I'm gonna go personal. You know what I mean? I can easily go personal, but I try my best not to go personal. You know, yo, I was in freaking campaigns. I don't know if y'all remember Bella Rise. Oh man, Iron Wolf. We had like a campaign. Let me see if I can still find that joint. And we talk about console wars and keeping it not PG, but yo, stop being personal. Let me see if I can still find it. Bella Rise. I don't know if y'all remember Bella Rise. Okay. Let me see if I can find this video. Bella was cool as hell. She was like an Xbox. She's from Australia. She was like an Xbox gamer. But yo, even when we going back and forth, yo, she was always cool. We used to go back and forth about Xbox and PlayStation, but it was never personal. And we became cool. I ain't hear from her in a long time though. Let me see if I can find this video. we had like a campaign about like toxicity. You know what I mean? Well, people be bringing up my name and a lot of stuff. Yo, I'll be like, I don't know where these people be coming from because I don't partake in none of these bullshit that people be saying. I'm not talking about people's mamas. If I say anything personal, that motherfucker went personal or he crossed the line with something that he said. Well, I took it as disrespect. I don't know if I can find it, yo. God damn it. I can't find it, man. If y'all know what video I'm talking about, I don't know if y'all know, but it was like a whole bunch of Xbox gamers. And I think I was like the only PlayStation dude on that video. And I was like, yeah, I think it had music in the background. I don't remember. But I was like, yo, man, we got to keep the peace. And I had my lisp. You know what I mean? The mic was worse. So you heard that. You got to keep the peace. You know what I mean? So we are the world. We are the children. I'm over here. Hey guys, it's JayBari. You got to keep the peace. I'm going to find that joint, bro. I'm going to find that joint, man. I got to find that joint, yo. If y'all find it before me, let me know. But I can't find it right now. I'm on her channel, but I can't find it. But yeah, that's the stuff that we was doing in the back in the day, man. It wasn't all this crazy shit that I be seeing just on the internet. You know what I mean? The console wars is supposed to be fun. Really and truly, it's supposed to be fun. And maybe healthy is not the word I would use, okay? But it's supposed to be fun. Good back and forths. In the confines of gaming. You know what I mean? And what I wanted to say is that there's things that you can learn within the console wars if people keep it in the confines of gaming. You know what I mean? There's things that I'm learning about Gears that I didn't know about Gears. I was that PlayStation dude. You know what I mean? So I was like, yo, nah, fuck that Gears. I'm good. But there's a lot of tech that was going on in Gears. You know what I mean? When I finally played it, I was like, oh, okay. This game is deeper than I thought it was. You know what I mean? There's debates that you can have where you learning shit about another platform, especially if you don't have it. You know, because even back then in the day, going back and forth with a lot of people in these Facebook groups, yeah, there were certain things that got me to buy an Xbox, like Titanfall, but those conversations pushed me to get an Xbox as well. Because I'm like, okay, this person's saying this is good. This person's saying this is all cracked to the B. Let me experience that for myself. You know what I mean? And now that I got a console, I can talk shit. But yeah, man, too much hate going on out here in the gaming community. Not even just gaming against people. People hate other people because you have a different opinion. It's natural. You know what I mean? I live in the real world. I see it. You know what I mean? But in the real world, some people don't have that commonality, that common denominator, like like a specific gaming community. The gaming community, yeah, you play on a different platform and you have different likes and different tastes and things like that. But that one commonality is that you like video games. People forget that aspect that, oh, you like video games. Well, hopefully you like video games. There's a lot of motherfuckers coming in this gaming community because, like I said, it's lucrative. It's money. It's no different than IRL streaming. Everybody's streaming nowadays. So it's lucrative. It's money. Gaming community, same thing. Everybody is this gamer or want to be this gamer, which is cool. It's a welcoming community, but there's a lot of new motherfuckers out here dictating shit. And I did warn y'all about casuals, taking over this gaming community. That's why these games and developers, publishers focus towards them. The bulk of the money, but also a lot of these casuals that's new they're getting more popular and popular and popular. You know what I mean? Because they're catering to what the majority is, the casual. But yeah, it's too much hate going on in here. And I would like to see. I think it's impossible. I'd like to see more people focus on gaming. Like, I was just watching my man Wolf. Wolf, he's streaming Streets of Rage. I still think let me see if he's still streaming it. Or he was streaming it. Yeah, he was streaming Streets of Rage. And he was streaming like a remix version of Streets of Rage. So it was like Streets of Rage 1. You know how you remember back in the day they had those Mario, I guess, mods where you have like Mario 3, but you build in your own stages and people do their own little stages and people do like let's plays on it. That's the vibe I was getting with this Streets of Rage game. It was based off of like 1, but you had like part 3 move sets and things like that in there. And it was just like mixing bad guys and stuff like that, make it more difficult. It was cool. You know what I mean? I like it was a dope stream. Another video that I was liking, which I thought was fire, that somebody, did it. My man, shout out to BG. BG, he did a video on Expedition 33 where he's talking about the parry system. He was talking about the parry system in the game and like teaching people how to parry or whatnot. I was like, yo, you know what I mean? Like when this stuff pop up on my timeline, I get giddy. I'm like, I like the podcasting. I like the the back and forth and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, can you showcase that you play games or you like games? And when I see videos like this that is more, aligning itself with like an actual game and a tutorial or even an episode or a documentary or stuff like that, I like that, especially when it's people that I know in the community that's doing it. You know what I mean? I like stuff like that, man. And I wish I wish we could have see more of that rather than just constant podcasts and constant bashing, which is fun. I'm all for, but sometimes you know what I mean, you gotta showcase some game. You know what I mean? That's like if I'm a sneakerhead and I'm just talking about the sneaker, but I ain't showing, hey, like, yeah, check out this new sneaker that I got. You know what I mean? Or or a sneaker review, or you know what I mean? Something like stuff like that. Like, it'll be questionable, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm rambling. I don't know. We're just gonna keep it pushing. Uh because this segment is now done. What color I should use? Trying to turn it red. I'm trying to turn it red. All right, we'll leave it like that, I guess. That segment is done. Let's talk about it. Let's get in there and let's speak from the heart. Where we're going to be talking about PlayStation and the value of the PlayStation console. Because in my opinion, my personal opinion, I feel like the value of the PlayStation console is diminishing. You know what I mean? Some of y'all be like, "Why are you saying that, Barry? Why?" I mean, this has been a me thing for a very long time, where I feel like PlayStation is now this multi-platform developer publisher. Where did you hear that first? I'm pretty sure you're not going to say me. You're going to say your other little streamer and whatnot. Go back 3 years, 2 years, 4 years ago. Huh? Anyway, beyond the point. You're putting your games on more platforms. But in my opinion, this is the route that you're going to. You're not going to stop that. You know what I mean? I've already voiced my opinion, how I feel about the platforms, and if it going there, who is me? I'm just a little gamer. It doesn't matter. But the end of the day is that while you're putting the games on other platforms, your platform, your core audience, you're not sweetening the pot for those individuals. I'm all for the PlayStation Pro, PlayStation 5 Pro. I thought that was a great joint. You know what I mean? I think, but that's a hefty price for a console. It's a $700 console. Yo, Iman, what's good, man? It's a hefty price for a console. Is that value? You know, some people would try to equate that as it because you're getting this, prettier version of these games on here. But in my opinion, no. You got VR. VR, I think, would have been a great value proposition. But you yourself, PlayStation Studios, not really supporting it. It's more third party, which is not saying that the value from that is going away, but it's no different than like how the Vita was. The Vita, I like the Vita, but PlayStation themselves wasn't really supporting it. They cut support to the Vita. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, that's still going to push away people from it. Like, damn, if you're not supporting it, why should I get it? You know? Yo, Wolf, what's good, bro? Yo, good stream earlier today too, man. You know what I mean? That was fun to watch as I was working, vibing out to the music. But one of the biggest value propositions, in my opinion, for PlayStation, the console, was PlayStation Stars, right? PlayStation Stars is a reward program that you sign up for. And if you do certain campaigns, if you play certain games, if you buy games, you were rewarded points where you can put it towards digital collectibles or actual currency as far as PlayStation currency, the whatever they call PSN money. That I went to my car. I normally go into PlayStation Stars and I go through the campaigns to see like, all right, oh, they want me to play this. Let me play this. Let me do a little session of that real quick. Oh, these are the PlayStation Plus games. Do I have that? Do I even want to do that? Nah, I'm good. I'm not gonna start that. Oh, play a fighting game. Oh, I ain't played this game in a minute. Let me boot that up real quick and just play with it. Get my 50 points. Now, I go into PlayStation Stars today, and you scroll down, just not too far. Majority of the campaigns are gone now. The month ain't even over. Majority of the campaigns is gone, and I get hit with this. You have completed PlayStation Stars. This is a mythic collectible. The final collectible. PlayStation Stars may be ending, but your loyalty and support will forever live in our hearts. Thanks for 3 years of great games, fun challenges, and exciting digital collectibles. Once again, and there's digital collectibles I use my star points towards. Wasted. Gone now. Donezo. They had some cool pins of like Ghost of Tsushima. Those stuff was cool. I bought like one of them here and there with my reward points. And I got them on my thing. You know what I mean? But once again, something to reward or even to be like, oh, okay, here is something where I can be like, I will buy this game on the PlayStation because if I buy a game in the PlayStation store, I'm going to get some type of kickback. Depending on the price of the game, it could be 1,000 points, 500 points, whatever, and that will go towards, the points that I'm allocating for the year or the month, however you want to use it. So I can use that to get me a $10 PSN, or $5 PSN. They had a $20 before, they got rid of that. You know what I mean? And it seems like every generation, they just canceling these reward programs. PS3, they canceled the reward program. I still got my t-shirt when I was in the PlayStation 3 reward program, the original one. They gave you t-shirt. They was giving you gear. They was giving you gear. Gone. That was gone. That was my alarm, my bad. PlayStation 4. They had the Sony rewards. You got platinums, you got gold trophies. They were giving you points. Gone. Gutted. Always, hey, thanks for your loyalty and support. It will live in our hearts forever. It gone. Where a reprogram at? That was gone. Now PlayStation 5. PlayStation Stars. The wars in PlayStation Stars wasn't even that crazy. I felt like it was cool for what it was, but it wasn't PS4 level of like how much points you can acquire. There was definitely some limitations within Stars. But now that's gone. Or it's about to be gone away. And I'm just like, yo, even the stuff that will be like, you got your games on these other platforms. Your core audience, your core features on a console, programs on a console, is just diminishing, gone. So I'm looking at like the value proposition of like, why, especially how I use my PlayStation. I've questioned myself. Why would I want to even continue to buy games on this platform? or even play multiplayer games on this platform. PlayStation Plus, the price is increasing. You know what I mean? The price increasing in the PlayStation Plus Essential, you're getting less games than you was getting before. But the one of the reasons for the increase in price was because they're saying that you was getting more games. Back in PlayStation Plus, you was getting like 4, 6 games just off Essential. Now you're getting like 2, 3 the most. You got to subscribe to Extra or Premium, which I understand the both tiers. Don't get it twisted, but I'm just saying, like, the things you was getting before, you're paying more now. The base service you was getting more, you're getting less off. You know what I mean? Where gaming on the PlayStation, it feels more like it's more of like a requirement. You know what I mean? Even if you want to do your if you want to save your saves in the cloud, which I understand that's a PlayStation Plus feature, but you can't do it off of anywhere else. You can't upload that to an old USB, not in the PlayStation 5 games. You know what I mean? Or if you can, I don't know how to do it. But I just feel like as they put more games on the platform, PC, Xbox, whatever it is, Nintendo, I feel like the value proposition to keep people on the PlayStation should be increasing, not decreasing. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be decreasing. And I feel like the value proposition is decreasing. Just a couple of months ago, we spoke about this. PlayStation Stars coming to a close as SIE evaluates new ways to evolve future loyalty program efforts. They're not going to, we heard this before. PlayStation 3, they said the same shit. PlayStation 4, they said the same shit. My whole thing is that you're ending a program. Well, this program ends next week, people. Current PlayStation Stars members can still earn digital collectibles points and level up their status until July 23rd, 2025. Yo, KP, what up? Shit ends next week. Where's the loyalty program that you evaluated? Huh? This is like quitting a job and you don't have another job lined up yet. You know what I'm saying? So you just want PlayStation people to be buying up games, right? Subbing up to your services, right? While we're in this void, July 23rd till November 2nd, 2026. You know what I mean? Something should have been in place. You're getting rid of the name PlayStation Stars, we're reevaluating, we're going to name it something different, we're going to look at certain things. Where is it at? We gotta wait till November 2026 or October, September, because I know what the PlayStation people are gonna say. Well, they're gonna announce it before then. You're still waiting. Are they gonna announce it next week as they end this joint? No. You know what I mean? Yo, Jenna Hayes or the Caribbean Rage. I want to turn up, but I'm not going to turn up crazy. I really just want to get this thought pattern out there. That PlayStation gamers, we got to wake up. We got to be more vocal. Like, yo, all right, you doing this and that? Sweeten the pot for PlayStation gamers on your platform. Sweetening the pot is not, oh, here's a new controller for you to buy. You know what I'm saying? How is PlayStation Plus going to be better where I'm gonna stay a member on PlayStation Plus. Meanwhile, you got your games on PC that doesn't require any type of things to play the game. I know that one gonna get people. No, sweeten the pot. You're paying $160 PlayStation Premium for the year. 170 something with tax or 60 something with tax, depending where you at. And then your classic game collection, it has to be iffy. You know what I mean? 1 month is 2 games, another month is 3 games, other month is 1 game. No consistency. And I'm saying this as somebody that loves this brand, I love playing on PlayStation. I game on PlayStation majority of my time. But you gotta speak up. I feel like the more complacent people get, the worse this shit is getting. And now you're causing problems in my home. When I'm starting to feel like, yo, what is hell is going on with PlayStation? Now I'm going to turn up. I'm sick and tired of you Jimmy 2 left feet, Johnny come lately, bronze trophy motherfuckers that just starting to play on PlayStation, that been claiming they be loving PlayStation since day one, trying to speak like you are PlayStation. You're not. You're coming from another platform somewhere else. You're coming from whatever it is, and you're trying to silence and snuff out the noise that real PlayStation fans be trying to make to get this platform on a better path. I'm not saying everything you gotta agree with me, but there's no way you can be like, oh wow, we're losing stars. Oh wow, we're losing PlayStation features. Oh wow, we're paying more for Plus, and then you be like, hey, everything's okay. How the hell you can say that's okay? Even within stars, they limited where you could even get Plus with stars. Like, that's in your ecosystem. That's making people pay cheaper for a service that you have that you want people to stay on. I'm going to keep highlighting that PlayStation does allow users to back up PlayStation 5 saves individually on a USB. Locked behind cloud saves, paywall. But that's what I'm saying. The PlayStation 4, I remember you could do that on the USB. I remember that. So this USB right here. This shit broken up. This was my USB right here. I used to back up my saves on this. Old school. It can't be bend no more. Old school. That's how you know this was a PlayStation 4. This shit, I had this during PlayStation 3 era. This is a 4 gigabyte. You know what I mean? I remember. I used to do it on here. And you can't do it on PlayStation 5. You know what I mean? Everything is now required. It's just like it's required. But you have your games on other platforms that doesn't require the same thing. It doesn't make the PlayStation look appetizing. It doesn't make the PlayStation look attractive when you're putting your games on other platforms and then your platform yourself doesn't look that good. And then people's going to look at me like I'm crazy for bringing it up. No, you're crazy for not bringing it up. Like, how can you sit there as a PlayStation fan and not speak up on any of the shit that's going on throughout the years? It's insane to me. You know what I mean? And then you're going to fix it. Yeah, I love PlayStation. Really? What are you playing? It's insane to me. I don't get it. You know what I mean? Every generation, yo, our war program done. Every generation, we're gonna evaluate the loyalty program. What you need to evaluate? You took away buying PlayStation Plus with PlayStation Star points. You know what I'm saying? You limited the junk crazy. You took away the $20 option for some strange reason. I don't know. It's very limited on what games you can buy from the joint. You don't even have majority of I don't think you have first party games like that on the rewards for PlayStation Stars. Motherfucker can't even go and buy Astrobot. Let me see if Astrobot is on here. I'm about to look right now. Nope. No Astrobot. Nothing. They got Squirrel with a gun, Crossy Road Castle, Diablo 4, Lego Harry Potter. PlayStation trying to shut me down. They try to shut me down. Yeah, it froze for a little bit. I saw it on, it's weird. Like OBS would do that on my end. OBS would do that. I don't know why OBS would do that sometimes, where it would just like, oh, let's drop frames and come back up. It would, I don't know why. But we'll try to fix it out. You know what I mean? Like, really and truly, this is why I'm asking, what and where is the value proposition on the PlayStation? With the fact that they're doing this with their own games. The value proposition on the PlayStation was, oh, these games, it's the only place you can get them. Really and truly, exclusives. Now exclusives are a time thing. You know what I mean? And it's kind of showing majority of people is just going to wait. Not everybody. I don't want to say majority. But a lot of people is going to wait. A lot of people coming from a different platform. Why would they play the game on the PlayStation platform when it requires them so much to play the game? Okay, you're gonna keep the PlayStation Stars requirement. I mean, the PlayStation Plus requirement. Cool. Well, you got to sweeten that value proposition with PlayStation Plus. I'm not even saying you got to put games in there day and date. You got to be offering something that's better. Something that got to be doing something. The thing that you had Stars. Now that's going away. You know what I mean? And like I said, I love my PlayStation 5, bro. I'm about to buy 2 plates and 2 more controllers. You know what I mean? I'm questioning that, but I love this. I like this franchise and I like these developers a lot. One of my favorite developers is Sucker Punch. And I think the plates and the controllers good. You know what I mean? And when I do set up my new shit, I'll have, stuff being displayed by the cool kids. But really and truly, it's just like you have the premium program, you have the premium tier, but you got to be consistent with that. We're paying the most for that service. And then one month, oh, here's these classic games. And another month, here's just one classic game. And the other month, that is what we're paying extra for. The classic games. The streaming of those games. And you just be offering like 1 game, 2 games. You're not even like consistent. I do think there's a lot of value in PlayStation Plus, but there is a lot of games in there. But the end of the day is that the core audience of PlayStation, that should be the best place for you to play PlayStation games. And I know it's going to hurt a lot of PlayStation fans, me saying this. You're going to unsubscribe like a lot of y'all do. But when you're putting the games on another platform and you're not sweetening the pot, you're not trying to be the most attractive, it's not the best place to play your games. You know what I mean? If somebody value graphical quality and whatever, they'll get a PC, right? To play that game the best, because now you're putting the games on PC. If somebody value don't want to be paying for these services, they'll get a PC. You don't got to play PlayStation Plus to play any of these games that you are creating, your own games that you have a platform for that requires more to play your game than on the other platform. And I get the hesitation with PC. Trust me, I get it. But the end of the day, real talk is real talk. My whole point of bringing this stuff up is not to be like, oh, have a mass exodus on PlayStation. No, it's for PlayStation to look at your console and look at your value proposition when it comes to your core audience. Because it's not going to hurt. It's not going to hurt people now, because people don't really give a fuck. They're going to be like, I got my Grand Theft Auto. I got my Ghost of Yote. I got that. It's not going to hurt now. But future purchases, future decisions is going to catch up. That's what I look at. The future. Not 3 months down the line. This is not a PlayStation sucks, PlayStation need to end type opinion. What I'm saying, my thing is that PlayStation need to step it up. When it comes to Xbox, right? I don't overplay on Xbox. I don't overlike majority of their games. But I can say this, when it comes to Xbox and they putting their games on multiple platforms, the value proposition, the attractiveness is still on that platform, regardless if if it don't have a PlayStation Plus or a mid-gen refresh. They have something in place where it can be like, oh, you don't have to pay $70, $80 for this game. You can play it through our service, Game Pass. And I'm not saying that PlayStation need to do that, but what I'm trying to say is that they have something in place where the Xbox side of the game still looks appetizing, where somebody is an Xbox gamer, they're gonna be like, I'm not gonna go to PlayStation now that PlayStation getting these Xbox games. I'm gonna stay on Xbox because they have this thing in place where it still looks good over here on the Xbox side of things. On the PlayStation side of things, how they have things set up, and we're losing programs, features on the console that y'all say that I don't care and never used. I'm pretty sure you're going to say the same shit for Star. Oh, I didn't care. I never used it. But at the end of the day, regardless if you didn't use it or didn't care for it, it's still something that was in place that is leaving the console. So what I'm saying is that they have to sweeten the pot to have and make the PlayStation look attractive for people to stay on there. If you're a PlayStation, you're gonna game on PlayStation. I'm gonna keep gaming on PlayStation. Don't keep it twisted. But at the end of the day, I want them to do better for the PlayStation gamer. To make the PlayStation really the best place to play. And I know that shit gonna go over y'all, like a lot of y'all ahead, because when y'all hear certain words, y'all have this. Y'all have the horse blinders on. Y'all don't have, you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't see the peripheral. Y'all just see this. Oh, this person said this. This person said Xbox. He said PC. You're not listening. Once I said, that's why I circle back. Listen to the words, the substance, not just blah, the words within the message. At the end of the day, us as PlayStation gamers shouldn't be losing no goddamn loyalty reward program. while they're reevaluating the reward program. You shouldn't be losing it. You should be constantly updating it as you reevaluate. Oh, you know what? Let's implement this. Oh, you know what? We got to take away this. Oh, let's implement this. Oh, maybe this will work within this. Let's change this up. Not just completely lose the goddamn service or program. That's crazy. And if you speak about it, if you speak up about it, they want to point you as crazy. He said PlayStation was about quality games before all these programs. And the quality is going to be there. That PlayStation essence is going to be there. But at the end of the day, regardless if the quality is there, that quality is not on the PlayStation platform alone. You know what I mean? That's not on the PlayStation platform alone. It's no different than if Nintendo was to be like, oh, we putting our games on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. You think Nintendo games gonna be like, well, you know what? I'm gonna just stay on Nintendo. You know, you're gonna look at the other platforms that these games are coming on, like, Nintendo probably got to step up their online program or their reward program or whatever they're doing, so people can stay on the Nintendo, so you don't lose what you love. I'm not gonna go that extreme to say we're gonna lose what we love, but I'm gonna say that, yeah, there's certain things that I feel in the future will affect the PlayStation brand and what we love. And if you don't speak up, we've seen it time and time before. Yeah, you know what's funny? Y'all will speak up against other platforms you don't even play on more than the platform you play on. That's the funny shit. I see some of the stuff I see y'all be talking about. Y'all be talking all the criticisms, all the things that what Xbox should be doing. You know what I mean? And if you feel that way, rightfully so. But when it's time to speak on your platform, hey, stop crying and sell your console. That's what somebody told me the other day. They told me to stop crying and sell my console. Pure craziness. All because I'm speaking on PlayStation and how I want them to be better or how to better themselves. And once again, this is through my lens. Not saying you have to agree with everything, but at the end of the day, regardless if you agree or not, these are points that I'm bringing up as a PlayStation gamer. You are losing. You're losing out on. You're about to lose out on a reward system. Regardless if you use it or not, it was there. You're about to lose out on it. And you're getting wrapped up in these words that these people are saying. Well, you know, they're going to reevaluate. Okay, why you ain't reevaluate while the program is still here? Why we got to lose a program for you to reevaluate? You know what I'm saying? We about to stop losing points. We about to stop losing points and status next week, July 23rd. So that means every game going forward, if you buy in your PlayStation from the PlayStation Store, you are no longer earning any points. In my personal opinion, I don't even know how your PlayStation game and even sign up for PlayStation Stars. That sounds crazy to me. Because anything you buy from the PlayStation Store, a DLC, a microtransaction, a game, you getting points towards that. So for 3 years, y'all gonna sit down and tell me, oh, I didn't sign up for PlayStation Stars. You gotta be crazy. You know what I mean? He said, Bari, isn't it a possibility PlayStation saw metrics? Then was it profitable to keep the service? I listen, I don't know how it's not profitable to keep us a reward program like this. Because, like I said, PlayStation Stars, it was much more strict as far as the reward system than prior years or prior generations in the PlayStation 4. PlayStation 4 with PlayStation rewards or Sony rewards, definitely was abusing that. You was playing whatever game. You getting a gold trophy, platinum trophy, you was getting them points and was using them joints to get your PSN joints. This one you had to be a little bit more. It was a little bit more strict because there were specific campaigns, not just any gold trophy or any platinum. You know what I mean? You have to go within the confines of what they're putting out to get 50 points or to get whatever. The end of the day, I don't know. Profitability is definitely not an excuse. It might be, but I think it's a lame excuse because the end of the day, this is a system that keeps you within the ecosystem. You're buying games on the store. That's one. You're staying within the service of PlayStation Plus. That's two. And while you buy and stay in the service, you was earning these points. So it was like a circle of life kind of ordeal. Buy a game, reward points. Play within the campaign, the PlayStation Stars. Plus, reward points. Level up your status, reward points. More reward points, I buy PlayStation PSN currency or buy a game or a digital collectible. Back to the same circle. So I don't know how this could be used as, it wasn't profitable. You're staying within what they want you to do. Stay within the ecosystem and buy games within their store. You know what I mean? This further incentivizes that. You wasn't getting star points from buying a game from Amazon or GameStop. You know? So I don't see the whole it wasn't profitable. It was something that kept you in the goddamn ecosystem. You know what I mean? It's no different than Best Buy. Best Buy got a rewards program. If you're buying games through Best Buy, you got a rewards program. Best Buy gonna be like, we're gonna stop our reward program so we can reevaluate. No, they're gonna reevaluate it as the reward program is going on, let you know terms of services and things like that has changed. Not just cut it out. He said star reward points ain't what made people buy games. No, I didn't say that. See, that's y'all not listening to what I'm saying. When you buy, let me say it slower. When you buy a game on the PlayStation Store, you earn star points. Anything you buy on the PlayStation Store, you earn star points. When you have a system like this, it further incentivizes you. Not saying that this is the only sole reason. This is an additional reason why you will want to buy on PlayStation Store, because now you have a system where if I buy Borderlands 4, I'm earning 1,000 and something points that accumulates as I continue to buy stuff on the store. Right now, I got like 6,000 points on my PlayStation Stars, where I can get two $10 PSN. I can get $20 right now. Yeah, $20. I think it's 2,500 points for $10. So that $20 will go towards a next purchase of mine within the PlayStation Store. Savvy? You get me? Now you take away something like this. Not saying that people is not going to buy games in the PlayStation Store, but for somebody like me that bought games in the PlayStation Store, that benefited from this services, from this program, it's like, oh, you know what? I might just buy me a Amazon PSN card, or let me buy a PSN card from Best Buy, where I have a rewards program in that. Still buying stuff from PlayStation because they set it up that way. But at the end of the day, you, the consumer, the PlayStation consumer, is losing out on something that benefited you to continue to buy within their store. I don't know how PlayStation gamers is having any type of discrepancy of what I'm saying when it comes to this fucking service on why it shouldn't be leaving. He said, I'm 100%. I'm 100% digital too. I don't have no physical games. I don't buy any physical unless it's a collector's edition swag. I will be 100% digital regardless. I've been 100% digital since end of PS3. Bringing up that point, still, I don't even know what you're trying to damage control with PlayStation. At the end of the day, I bought my games digital on a PlayStation store regardless. But there's no way from you being 100% digital can be like, oh, it's cool that they take away a service or program like that since PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, and now PlayStation 5. You'd be like, oh, it's cool. You was earning points to buy those digital games. I'm not understanding what is the issue with saying this is not right, or why is something like this leaving when they're saying that they're gonna evaluate. This is what they're saying. They evaluate new ways to evolve loyalty program efforts. If you're doing this, why are you ending this? There's gonna be a period where you're gonna be buying PlayStation games, PlayStation DLC, microtransactions, skins, whatever it is on the PlayStation store, and you're not gonna earn shit. Coming from just last week, 2 months ago, last year, 3 years ago, where you did the same thing and you earned stuff, where it helped you take off $20, $10, $5 off of the things you was already buying. How are you having an issue what I'm saying, but not having an issue what PlayStation is doing after experiencing something like that? That's like saying you got a girl and she makes steak for you every Friday, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know what, I'm not gonna make steak, but I'm gonna reevaluate what I can make for you on Friday, and you're not getting shit every other Friday going forward. You're gonna be like, hey, you know what? I don't even need steak. I'm on a diet. That's what you're gonna say? The fuck going on? You know, I don't need it, It's okay. It's okay. Remember Eddie Murphy Raw? It's okay, Eddie. That's how y'all are with PlayStation? Okay. It's okay, PlayStation. You can take away my services. You can take away the reward program. It's okay. I'm still gonna buy games on your platform. It's okay. It's okay, Eddie. What the fuck going on, man? At the end of the day, I'm bringing up these points so y'all can realize that PlayStation core audience, you're losing out on a lot of stuff since this generation. They've been changing a lot since the PlayStation 5. They've been changing a lot of PlayStation Plus, this program, the features within the PlayStation 5. A lot been changing. Price been going up. Like I said the last time, normally when the price go up, you don't expect to get less. Huh? If you go to a restaurant, you order lobster and steak, and it costs you $40 something, $50. You're like, yeah, this is what I get. You know, this is my favorite meal on here. It comes with a mashed potatoes. It comes with a broccoli. You know what I mean? It comes with a cheddar cheese biscuits. And then the next week you come in there and they took that off the menu, and now you're just getting lobster. And you say, you know what? I do like the lobster. Let me order that. The lobster don't come with no broccoli. It don't come with no mashed potatoes. It don't come with no cheddar cheese biscuits. But it costs the same damn price of the last meal they usually get with the steak, the lobster, the cheddar cheese biscuits, the mac and cheese, whatever you was getting, the broccoli. You would be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to keep on going there and shopping there. That's what you're going to do? The lobster's good. That's how y'all sound. The lobster is good. Shit crazy, bro. The lobster's good. I love the lobster. You know what I mean? I did like the cheddar cheese biscuits. I did like the mashed potatoes. I did like the broccoli. But the lobster's good. I'll pay that $50. You're not going to have any complaint? Pure craziness, man. Pure craziness. At the end of the day, regardless of how y'all feel, I'm still going to speak because I'm a PlayStation gamer as well. And I'm not liking what I'm seeing. And the fact that I don't like what I'm seeing, I'm going to speak up. And PlayStation, I need y'all to step it up. I have a very small audience. I have a very small whatever. But if one person, two people can see it and they get a conversation going, that's good enough for me. I'm just sick and tired of y'all would allow people that don't play on the platform to dictate how you feel and say how it is. But somebody that do play on the platform, love the platform, speak up anything against it, you're quick to shun it away rather than listen to what's going on, what's happening. You're quickly to shun it away. Let me unsubscribe. Let me hit the dislike button. Let me close out the stream. But you'll watch Jimmy Two Left Feet on Xbox talk about PlayStation all goddamn day, screenshot him up, screen record him up. Jimmy Two Left Feet on the PC. Oh, PlayStation, hey, screen. Look what this guy said about PlayStation. You'll do that quickly. But as soon as somebody on your own platform criticizes it, it's quickly, oh, let me unsubscribe me. Y'all are fucking crazy. At the end of the day, I don't give two fucks what y'all say. Respectfully. If I don't like it, I'm going to speak up. Straight like that. That goes for a platform. That goes for a service. That goes for a game. If I do not like it, I'm going to speak up. You're going to hear the best list on YouTube. You know what I mean? That's me speaking from the heart. That's me speaking from the heart, man. Like I said, I like my PlayStation. Love my PlayStation 5. I'm very excited to play some Metal Gear Solid 3 again. You're going to see a lot of content from me with that. I'm very excited for Ghost of Yotei coming up. I'm going to be unboxing and showing them shits. But just because I like a lot doesn't mean I'm not going to speak on the things I don't like. And this generation, there's been a lot of things that I didn't like about PlayStation. And I feel like the PlayStation Nation, the PlayStation fans, the core audience, we are too quiet when it comes to these topics. We let other people speak on these things and let it dictate what PlayStation got to do over here, rather than the core audience, the people that like and love PlayStation, to dictate what PlayStation doing over here. Huh? We don't got no difficulty trophies because y'all let these bum ass people talk about PlayStation in their games that they don't. It need to be easy. Huh? Everything they're doing over here is dictated by people that don't fucking play on this platform. And you have the audacity to dismiss somebody that actually play on this fucking platform. I can't speak on a platform that I play majority on? Are you crazy? PlayStation Nation, speak up. Speak up. Wild Wolf, that's what's going on over here, man. Yeah, Mr. Flash, that's what be going on over here, man. I noticed that for years on this PlayStation side. Years. As soon as you say some shit and you a PlayStation game, they go quickly, oh, I'm gone. You be getting a subscribe button as soon as you start getting back. Oh, PlayStation's the best. Oh, PlayStation. As soon as you start there, your notification bring out. This person, oh, well, didn't you subscribe like last year? How you subscribe again? Oh, my bad, Bari. I had to unsubscribe because, I wasn't feeling what you were saying about PlayStation. But I go on your Twitter feed, you screen recording every motherfucker that don't be on PlayStation. Pure craziness. Pure craziness. Too sensitive. These are factual things that I'm bringing up that the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation audience is losing. Huh? When I try to bring it up with the features, y'all ain't want to listen to that either. What else do we have to lose for y'all to bring up to start speaking up? You know what I'm saying? You gotta lose the ability to use the right stick on the dual sense. Like, yo, PlayStation, we can't pan the camera. That's what we gotta do. Holy shit. Yo, craziness, man. Anyways, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm very passionate about this company, this brand. And when I don't like certain things, I just gotta, I just gotta speak from the heart. And I want the best for this platform. I want this platform to look the best, to be the best place to play. Because when it's the best place to play, I benefit as being the core audience. I reap all the benefits. Speak up, people. Speak up. But yeah, that is the end of this show. I told you this one's going to be a very decisive one. So if you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If you did enjoy it, hit the dislike button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below or after the stream's up. And I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Got some other videos coming through, so be on the lookout for that. Oh, if you didn't check it out before, definitely go and check out my Ghost of Yote State of Play breakdown, where I further elaborated on the game, talking about some of the system mechanics, the core things that have been changed with the game from the previous game. So definitely go and check that out. Also, check out my Clear Obscure Expedition 33 review. No spoilers in this review, so if you didn't play the game yet, you won't be spoiled. I kind of left the gameplay in just a specific battle or two and spoke from there. And I still got to do this video right here when it comes to the gaming uniqueness is dying. I have everything set up, but I'm reevaluating if I should do it through the typical memes, like doing it through Share Factory, or doing it like a video set up on camera and talking about it. But I do have some gameplay that I want to share that I haven't shared yet. You know, that's why I still like doing content this way, where I'm showing a game and talking as I'm showing the game. Cause there's some games that I want to show that I haven't shown yet. And one game that came out last year that I really like, I have that queued up for that video. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel. But yeah. If you did enjoy this video, hit the like button or the dislike button if you did enjoy it. If you're new and you're not subscribed yet, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on what I said. And if you did subscribe, get familiar with all the other content. As for me, boy JayBari, I'll catch y'all next one. I'm gone. Deuces.